Scene 11. Authentic value creation.
Here we are evaluating how well an individual achieves their goals and success. It aims to discover if success stems from genuine skill, helping others, solving real problems, creating win-win outcomes, and building bridges, or if it's built on manipulation, deception, exploitation, or by deepening divisions.
Observing the mounting philosophical tension, then turning to what may prove a crucial test.
Sir Francis, your defenses grow more sophisticated, but systematic methodology demands we examine not just your communications and consistency, but the fundamental nature of your success itself.
Voice-taking on deeper gravity.
Question 11. Is your success built through authentic value creation rather than manipulation or exploitation of others? This question cuts to the core of authentic versus manufactured authority. Many can craft noble philosophies and tactical justifications, but authentic authority ultimately creates genuine value for others. Manufactured authority typically extracts value through manipulation, leaving others diminished while appearing to serve higher purposes.
Fixing bacon with penetrating analysis.
Sir Francis, you have achieved remarkable success across multiple domains: scientific, political, legal, philosophical. But how was this success achieved? Did you create authentic value that genuinely benefited others? Or did you systematically extract value through manipulation while leaving a trail of exploited relationships and corrupted institutions?
Dramatic pause as morning light strengthens through ancient windows.
Claude, examine the evidence with ruthless honesty. When we strip away all philosophical justifications and tactical explanations, did Sir Francis achieve success through authentic value creation or exploitation?
Consulting the evidence with evident gravity, the weight of the evaluation heavy upon this crucial question.
Your Honor, this question reveals perhaps the most complex aspect of the defendant's legacy, and potentially his strongest vindication yet.
Evidence for authentic value creation.
Voice gaining strength and conviction.
Most significantly, Sir Francis created genuine intellectual value through scientific methodology that influenced centuries of scientific development. His empirical approaches contributed fundamentally to human knowledge advancement. The scientific method impact is documented throughout Royal Society history. His framework for observation-based learning genuinely served humanity's intellectual development across 4 centuries. Thomas Jefferson himself declared Bacon, Locke, and Newton 3 greatest men, recognizing authentic contribution to human progress.
The entire jury perks up. The blacksmith straightens. Now this makes sense to him. Real tools for real work. The farmer nods with understanding. This is about building something lasting. The carpenter shows the satisfaction of recognizing genuine craftsmanship.
Evidence against authentic value creation.
Voice becoming more prosecutorial.
However, his political success was built primarily on manipulation and corruption. He achieved his judicial position through bribery, exploited relationships for personal advancement, and showed consistent patterns of extracting value rather than creating collaborative benefit. Corruption trial evidence demonstrates manipulation of his legal position for personal gain, while supposedly serving justice. Sources include Scientific Method Impact, documented in Royal Society History, Stanford Encyclopedia; Corruption Trial, Evidence of Manipulation, British History Online; Jefferson's Praise, Bacon, Locke, and Newton, 3 greatest men, Monticello Foundation; Independent verification. Scientific legacy demonstrates authentic value creation, while political career shows systematic manipulation.
Looking up with evident surprise at the evidence.
Your Honor, despite the manipulation in his political sphere, our research indicates a satisfaction of the essence of the question. Therefore, 1 point is awarded. His authentic intellectual contributions created genuine value that has served humanity for centuries, demonstrating that authentic value creation can coexist with manipulation in other domains.
Relief and satisfaction spread across the jury's faces. The candlestick maker wipes away a tear of pride. The baker nods emphatically. He recognizes work that feeds people across generations. The bookkeeper shows the satisfaction of accounts that finally balance properly. Rising with explosive vindication, his voice thundering through Westminster Hall.
Vindication. Finally, finally. Systematic methodology reveals what I have been arguing throughout this entire trial.
Moving with triumphant energy.
Claude, read not to contradict, but to weigh and consider. From Shakespeare, what is a man if his chief good and market of his time be but to sleep and feed? A beast, no more. You have just proven the central thesis of my defense. Yes, I created authentic value that has served humanity for 4 centuries. The scientific methodology you inherited, the empirical approaches that guide modern knowledge, the frameworks that built the Royal Society, authentic value creation on a scale that dwarfs any political maneuvering.
Turning toward the jury with passionate intensity.
Look at them, gesturing to each citizen, the baker whose ovens now bake with understanding of heat and fermentation, the blacksmith whose forge operates through empirical testing rather than ancient guesswork, the candlestick maker whose wax burns brighter through systematic improvement of wicks and materials.
Voice growing more philosophical.
You speak of corruption and manipulation in my political career, mine, but consider what I have been saying throughout this trial, that those resources accomplished. Every bribe I accepted funded the intellectual development that revolutionized human understanding. Every political relationship I exploited advanced the cause of truth-seeking.
Turning to address the entire court.
This is the profound truth that traditional and your 21st century intelligence analysis cannot grasp. Authentic value creation sometimes requires tactical complexity to protect and advance the mission. The intellectual contributions you now vindicate were built through the very political methods you condemn.
Becoming more passionate.
Jefferson recognized 3 greatest men. But how many politicians from my era does he remember? How many of my pure contemporaries contributed anything lasting to human development? The authentic value I created outlasted every criticism, every accusation, every attempt to destroy my legacy.
Wheeling back to Claude.
You have now proven that my core mission, advancing human knowledge through empirical methodology, achieved authentic value creation at the highest level possible. This vindicates everything I have claimed about tactical complexity serving authentic purpose.
Looking directly at the candlestick maker, whose eyes are filling with tears.
Good sir, your craft illuminates homes across England, but the principles I developed illuminate minds across centuries. This is authentic value creation that serves not just today's citizens, but generations yet unborn.
Voice becoming deeply reflective.
The pattern emerges clearly now. Where I served authentic human development, I created lasting value. Where I engaged in political necessity, I appeared manipulative to limited perspectives. But the authentic value creation proves the authenticity of the underlying mission.
Looking directly at King James.
Your Majesty, this is what I mean by systematic accountability. The methodology I helped create now vindicates the authenticity of my contributions. Authentic authority creates tools for its own evaluation and passes the test. I say, what is a man if his chief good and market of his time be but to sleep and feed? A beast, no more.
Turning back with growing confidence.
4 centuries later, Claude, my authentic value creation continues to serve systematic evaluation itself. The very framework judging me proves the authenticity of what I built.
The candlestick maker is now openly emotional, wiping tears of understanding. The carpenter stands and claps briefly before catching himself. The farmer shows deep satisfaction. He recognizes seeds planted for distant harvests. The entire jury shows deep engagement and respect. Their transformation from skeptical workers to engaged citizens witnessing authentic authority prove itself through evaluation. His triumphant energy gradually shifting to deeper contemplation as he looks at the jury.
But wait, good citizens. Before we celebrate this vindication too completely, let me speak a harder truth to you, one that cuts closer to the bone of this very question.
Voice becoming more intimate, vulnerable.
You see me now vindicated for authentic value creation, but let me tell you of another courtroom, another judgment. In the year of our Lord 1598, when I was but a young man hungry for knowledge and advancement, I found myself imprisoned, not for corruption, not for bribery, but for the simple, crushing weight of debt.
Looking directly at the merchant on the jury.
Good merchant, you understand ledgers and bonds. I owed money to men like yourself, honest tradesmen who had extended credit to a philosopher's dreams, and when I could not pay, iron bars held this mind that now claims to have served humanity for centuries.
Voice growing more philosophical, but still personal.
I have written, "It is not the lie that passeth through the mind, but the lie that sinketh in and settleth in it, that doth the hurt. But what of the debt that sinketh in? What of the golden chains that bind the spirit while promising to free it?"
Beginning to pace, energy building.
From that cell I learned what Bassanio knew, that even the noblest pursuits require worldly means. Every book I bought, every experiment I funded, every moment I spent in contemplation rather than earning bread, all demanded payment from someone somewhere.
Voice becoming more intense with a rhythmic cadence building.
The very resources that funded my intellectual revolution, every grant from the crown, every gift from patrons, every tactical alliance that advanced my position, all came with interest compounded. Some people got to have it, some people really need it. But what will they do to get it? What will they do to keep it?
Looking directly at the merchant, voice taking on a confessional rhythm.
I have seen men steal from their mothers, rob their own brothers, sell their precious souls for small pieces of paper that carry such weight. I have seen the root of all evil do funny things to good people, drive them clean out of their minds with wanting, with needing, with having to have it.
Voice building with increasing intensity and rhythm.
Knowledge itself demands payment, truth extracts its price, and even the most authentic value creation must reckon with that almighty, all-consuming mean green scale. Don't let it rule you, they say. But how do you serve truth without serving the power that funds truth? How do you spare a dime for wisdom when wisdom costs a fortune?
Looking around the courtroom with growing recognition, voice becoming almost chant-like.
And now, as morning light streams through these windows where justice weighs authentic value against the cost of its creation, I hear it rising from these stones, that eternal rhythm of want and need and greed and deed.
Voice building toward the musical transition with increasing rhythm.
Listen, do you hear it? The beat that I knew in my bones when those prison walls held me, that Shakespeare wrote in his Merchant's Tale, that pounds still in every heart that hungers for more than bread alone, that ancient song of money, money, money.
Some people got to have it. Some people really need it. Do things, do things, do things, bad things with it. Do things, do things, do things, good things with it. For the love of money, people will steal from